So now that we have built our theoretical model of a smart grid, it's time to look at these components in practice. And going back to the model, one of the things that we needed to do was to build a digital model of the South African grid at the generation level. So what I've come across is something that is quite unique to South Africa, and that is the power alert. And power alert basically is something that's quite unique in South Africa, but most people uh, only ever see it on television, where they're getting these warning systems about the grid strain and being told what to switch off and switch on. But I went ahead and looked deeper and found that there was some more information about this. And there's an article here, and it lists its contributors and has a bunch of information on what this project basically is. And so, by definition, the Power Alert is a residential load management tool that is unique to South Africa. It is extremely successful in creating measurable demand reductions and has been awarded various national and international awards. So, why residential consumers? So, the focus of Power Alert is therefore to reduce the pressure on the electricity supply network by addressing the evening peak created mainly by the residential sector. So, again, yes, it deals with uh, the grid edge, except that it only focuses on the residential sector and not the commercial and industrial sector. And so the aim of the service are therefore informing the public on the strain of the power supply system and making suggestions on how the public could assist to alleviate the strain on the electricity supply network to prevent load shedding. So for us, mainly it's all about load shedding and not so much about building an intelligent grid network. It's mainly to inform people on what to switch on and off at a given time. But again, I still feel like most of it uh, can be used similarly to digital twin, where we'd be able to actually use it in a meaningful way. And again, here uh, we list the appliances that were mostly being targeted. And so it was concluded that the largest impact of power alert could be achieved if the following electricity users were targeted, and that is appliances, your lighting, your pool pumps, space heating, stoves, and water heating. And the rest of the articles, it speaks about how they do the load forecasting and then monitoring and tracking of the load compared to the forecasted loads, determining the strain, and then finally broadcasting these messages to the television, because that's where most of the people are sitting during that time. People are able to access that information. Hence, the communication channel is only via television at this stage. And also, there are levels to this whole power alert. As you can see, you have your red, which shows that you need to switch off, like most appliances. The black level is everything. You have your orange and you have your green. So basically, your green light is to say you still save, and then as you go up, all the way to the black level, it shows that the grid is in a severe condition and that you need to switch off most of your unnecessary appliances. And this is quite informative, and our goal is to be able to use this tool to gather this information in our own way, not just through a television. If we can actually extract this information, then we can safely regard this as a digital twin. And also, I mean, this is quite a good thing, and it's quite unique to South Africa. And as you can see, the national and international awards, that it has gotten. I'll post a link to this in the video, but it's quite something that is unique. And looking at some of the data of the green, the orange, and all the other levels, you can see that these lines, they represent the load reduction that was achieved just by using this instrument. So this is quite something that's useful, and we can find ways to use this tool uh, in our own way and extract this data. Then this is the closest that we can come to a digital twin of our grid, and this gets us a step closer towards building our own intelligent grid network, basically.